The qSCALE i2THRCI system offers the option to add a rear axle strain sensor. The system will use the readings from this sensor to display a machine stability percentage on the console. If this sensor is included with the system becomes both an RCI and a longitudinal load moment indicator, or LLMI. When the utilization percentage exceeds a certain value that is configured by the user, a warning is triggered, and the LLMI bar graph on the right will change from green to yellow. If a second stability threshold is exceeded, the bar graph will change from yellow to red, and an alarm will sound. If your system includes the optional DIO module, these warnings and alarms will result in a function lockout to prevent further movements that exceed stability. Before use, this sensor requires a 2-point calibration. On the operating mode confirmation screen, select Setup, Sensor Calibration, and LLMI Calibration. A calibration window will appear with instructions on how to proceed. If your machine has outriggers, fully retract them and press the Set key. If you don't have outriggers, press the Set key to continue. At the top of the window, your current boom length is shown as a percentage of its total. Adjust the boom length to 0% and press the Set key. The display will prompt you to adjust the boom angle to its maximum. Your current boom angle will be displayed at the top of the window. Adjust the boom angle to maximum and press the Set key. This screen indicates that the system is ready for the first LLMI calibration point. Your boom should currently be fully retracted and at maximum angle. This is the most stable position for the machine with the highest weight on the rear axle. Press the Set key to confirm the first LLMI calibration point. Adjust the boom angle to its minimum without hitting the ground, and press the Set key. The next calibration point requires a heavy weight on the forks that will exceed the machine's capacity at near fully extended. The weight used will vary by machine. Pick the maximum capacity load allowed by the load chart. Then press the Set key. Keep the boom at the lowest angle possible without scraping the forks or pallet on the ground. Slowly extend the boom until the rear wheels lift completely off the ground and press the Set key. While your machine is tipped forward, confirm that the rear wheels are completely off the ground and press the Set key. The LLMI adjustment is now complete, and you will return to the sensor calibration screen. Retract the boom to get the tipped load back off the ground. By default, the LLMI system will trigger a warning at 85% stability and an error at 95% stability. We recommend that you verify that these warning and error thresholds are correct and suitable for your use. To confirm your calibration, pick the same load you previously used to calibrate the rear axle sensor and tele out at a low angle to ensure that your threshold settings are correct. Extend the boom until the error is activated and the bar graph turns red. If the bar graph does not turn red before you tip, you will need to recalibrate the sensor or adjust the thresholds. If you determine that percentage adjustments are necessary, navigate to the operating mode confirmation screen, either by pressing the operating mode selection function key from the main working screen, or by pressing the Home key from any other screen. Then press Setup, Machine Calibration, and the LLMI load bar key. From here, the user can change the default thresholds and set the percentage of load at which the warning, error, and max thresholds are triggered or reached. The value in the warning threshold determines when the warning will trigger and when the bar graph will change from green to yellow. The warning threshold cannot exceed the error threshold. The value in the error threshold determines when the error will trigger and when the bar graph will change from yellow to red, causing an alarm to sound. If a DIO module is installed, this will trigger a cutoff. The error threshold cannot exceed the max threshold or fall below the warning threshold. The value in the max threshold represents the maximum utilization percentage that can be displayed. This cannot fall below the error threshold. For each threshold, rotate the rotary knob to increase or decrease the percentage. To move from one threshold category to the other, press the rotary knob. Once your selections have been made, press the checkmark function key to save your changes and return to the main working screen to confirm your adjustments.